Dear comrades and comrades from other organizations around the world, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here as a soldier fighting to liberate the people of Southern Cameroons. We are a restorationist and pro-independence movement. The conflict is not between the French-speaking population of East Cameroon, which had our independence on the 1st of January 1960, and the English-speaking population of former British Trust Territory, Southern Cameroons, which gained our independence on the 21st of April 1961 to go in effect on the 1st of October 1961. The conflict is not a language issue between French and English as wrongfully portrayed. The conflict is because of the incomplete decolonization of former British Trust Territory of Southern Cameroons, which through a false plebiscite by the United Nations, Britain and France forced both countries into a union as two states of equal status. I'm not only here as a soldier in the revolution. I'm here representing the Federal Republic of Southern Cameroons as Vice President, a friend to the people of Swaziland and the entire communist world. Nobody should tell you who your friends are, because we only know our friends when we are in trouble. We found a friend in you. Now, I want to make you understand the inevitability of revolution and war when you reach a certain stage in the development of your people's life. It is not all that difficult if revolutionaries come to you from anywhere around the world to make you understand what a revolution is. Many of you have expressed sympathy, probably even practical sympathy, with revolutionaries in Europe or somewhere around the world. It would not be necessary for me to explain of the desirability of a revolution. Addressing this meeting today in celebration of the 10th anniversary of the Communist Party of Swaziland, it will be necessary that I emphasize the need of your revolution by saying that the people of Swaziland are not marginalized. They are denied. And by the people, meaning men, women, and children, human beings, are denied the rights of self-government by a ruthless monarchy. That is, a government by the people, for the people, is not welcomed. That would explain the whole situation. We are finding that all the wonderful phrases about freedoms and liberties were entirely for us to subjugate ourselves under the heavy hand of colonialism, neocolonialism, and dictatorship. In fact, every principle of liberty enunciated in any civilized country on earth, with very few exceptions, was intended entirely to control by forcing people to adopt, practice principles which will keep them dependent on a higher power. It is a very unpleasant situation indeed, and that is Africa's problem today, and we need to face it squarely. Africa needs leaders with a new vision, not only just for their people, but for the interests of Africa. Whether Big Brother likes our methods in liberating ourselves or not, we must succeed in it. I'm here to commit once more to our friendship with Swaziland. Your leader, Kenneth Kunene, and I have grown to be brothers in the revolution. Your pain is our pain. We must commit to strengthen this friendship and make use of our networks. If we really want to get anything done, it is not whether we alienate sympathy. Sympathy is a very unsatisfactory thing if it is not practical sympathy. What we need is to get something practically done, and whether it's done out of sympathy, fear, or because you want to be comfortable again does not matter so long as we get it. We had enough of sympathy for almost 60 years. It never brought us anything. And would rather have an angry people saying, enough is enough. We love our identity. We love our culture. And we want things to be done in ways which depict us and for us, not for the interest of colonial masters or an individual. In southern Cameroons, there is the most pathetic and most courageous fight going on, because you find the people who were looked upon as weak and reliant, the people they have always thought lean upon other people for protection, have stood up and are fighting for themselves. Even though what is going on in southern Cameroons is a genocide, the most underreported crisis in the world, people who practically support and sympathize with us are appreciated. On behalf of our people, thank you for everything. We'll continue with the good work we have started to strengthen our two peoples and Africa as a whole. As we continue to ask for practical sympathy for people of good consciences and those who believe that every human being must live in dignity and have opportunities like other people, it would be wise as an African to caution Africa that Africa should be ready to fight or is fighting a great war directly or indirectly. Food security, the rush for ownership of Africa, and the invasion of China on some countries. There is also the pandemic, which make the African COVID-19 strain the deadliest. In our fight, we had to face with courage the sufferings of those dearest to us in biological, cyber, economic, guerrilla, mechanized, or nuclear warfare. We are expected to submit to being impoverished, even though we are extraordinarily rich in natural resources. And some countries, since independence, are paying colonial tax, and presently there is a rush for Africa with the expectation of killing many Africans. When one thinks of the object of that war, it really makes one feel indignant at the hypocrisy of some of our critics. That war we must fight to get equal rights for all blacks, colored, and whites in the world. Africa need to stand up because we are no more the dark continent. Africa is blessed with natural resources, blessed with highly educated sons and daughters around the world. Africa should stop depending on the West for development. Civilization started in Africa. We've been brainwashed for too long to think we are useless. Today, let us commit to be leaders who will make Africa rise up to her true potential, since we are better than who they say we are. Africa is the future. It has been tested and proven in Rwanda, Tanzania, and Ghana. Stand up, Africa. Get up. Stand up, in the words of Bob Marley, and make use of African scientists, doctors, engineers, innovators, and name the rest. When there is warfare, things happen. People suffer. Let us be ready to sacrifice for our generation and generations to come. The grievances and influence of those who have got power commands a great deal of attention, but the wrongs and the grievances of those who have no power at all are apt to be absolutely ignored. You cannot have a revolution without changing or damaging something. The great thing is to see that no more damage is done than is necessary, that you do just as much as will arouse enough feelings to bring about an honorable peace for our peoples, and that is what we must do. Men have done splendid things in the world. They have made great achievements in innovation and engineering, but they have miserably failed when it has come to dealing with the lives of human beings, because the problems that perplex civilization are absolutely appalling today. What is the function of leaders in the life of a nation? It is their business to care for human beings, and with the determination to save their people without delay. Our peoples must be saved, and it can only be done through responsible leadership. Our happiness and increased standard of life is in our people. It is true that those who are fighting a hard battle, those who are sacrificing greatly to win a victory, appreciate victories and are more enthusiastic when victories are won. We know and understand that is who you are. We'll rejoice wholeheartedly in your victories. We feel that those victories will come even though there are hard times. Tough times never last, but tough people with the right reasons do. Congratulations on your 10th anniversary, and God bless the Communist Party of Swaziland, and God bless the people of Swaziland. Thank you.